Totally friggin' juiced up on illegal steroids.
Matt, your show is great. And Matt, each day I can hardly wait. On your mark, get set, go. It's the Matt Jackson Show. On your mark, get set, go. It's the Matt Jackson Show.
It's the Night Shift with Matt Jackson.
I think laughter's good. We all need to laugh every now and then. I laugh at myself when I'm naked. But that's okay. I need to be out at bars. I need to be out among the people. People like me. I'm fun. And I get hammered. That's all.
If I had to summarize Matt Jackson in one word, it would definitely be failure. He's a failure.
I like being naked.
Matt Jackson. He's an amazing radio talent. Amazing. Will freak you out. He is really good. He's got his finger on the pulse of Houston sports talk for sure. Knows his stuff. He's wicked smart, like they said on that Ben Affleck and Matt Damon movie. He's very, very bright. When it comes to sports, he's smart.
You know, I would love to, get one of these tournaments down to Houston. Why not have the Big 12 tournament in Houston?
Anything outside of sports, not the proverbial brightest bulb on the tree. Not even close. He's pretty stupid, actually, and childish. Some of the antics he does around the office would, in most industries, I would say all industries except for this and maybe drug dealing, he would get fired.
I can pretty much guarantee that none of these guys are going to get laid in the next 10 years. Look at them.
It's impossible. You can't really quantify the talent that he has. It's not like it's not black and white. He's got the talent, but he's got the bad things. And the bad, trust me, totally far outweighs any good that he brings, but you can't replace the good, so it doesn't matter how much bad he does. So, and I don't really want to get into specifics. It's kind of, frankly, it's not your business what he's done. But just suffice it to say that, well, hold on. This is good. This isn't for your, this is just, you're going to like this. These are complaints that we've received over probably the last 3 or 4 months about Matt. Formal complaints, written complaints, and technically, like normally, in a normal employee, like somebody in accounting or sales, you get a written complaint, you get a second, or you get a verbal warning, and then you get a write-up, and then you're gone, right? Just like everywhere else. But when you're an on-air talent, it's a little different. Here, Matt exposed himself to Miss Randall.
I've been putting in a lot of time at the station.
If you knew Miss Randall, she's a solid 80, 82, somewhere in there. And he whipped out his and made silly faces. So she just instantly freaked out. Was not cool with that, right?
I've been here for 6 years. From about the last week of September until, I don't know, January, I was easily putting in 60 to 70 hours a week.
She's a very, very, very active in her church, and there's not even. That was a tough one to counsel him on.
Worked every single day. Did not have one day off. A Saturday, a Sunday, nothing. Worked every single day. Didn't bitch. Didn't complain.
He got in a fight with Gina, a fist fight with a 42-year-old lady. I don't even know what they're fighting about. Doesn't matter. But it was an argument. It escalated, and he just like sucker punched her when she wasn't looking and cracked her, and she had her jaw wired shut.
Matt Jackson's going to hear from my attorney.
Another exposing himself. This one, almost tolerated. He's in the studio. It's got glass on both sides, and he mooned a guy walking by. big whoopee. It was a guy, but it was a gay guy. Everybody know, very openly active in the homosexual community, and he like mooned him and started like pointing his finger where, you know, kind of in the middle, and so Jason got upset about that, and oh, here's a really fresh one. Intoxication. This is for being drunk at work.
So we had a couple people leave, and, you know, that means people have to pick up the slack. And, you know, my boss is the type of guy that does not believe in quick, rash, intelligent decisions.
A few beers here and there, no problem. But Matt quite literally takes that over the top and gets hammered very regularly, very often, very irresponsibly.
He likes to drag things out and fail a couple times for getting something that works.
I know in his private life, outside professional, he's got DWIs, he's got PIs. Good God, how many PIs does he have? I know I talked to his probation officer like probably Tuesday or Wednesday of last night. He got another Dewey, he got another DWI. Just some people don't learn. I'm not even going to read all of the drunk ones.
So, you know, but, you know, I did my thing, and I covered the Texans and the Rockets and the Astros playoffs, and I did my show, and I was doing reporting and updates, and, you know, it almost killed me. It almost killed me. I'm not exactly sure why, but I've actually started to dress appropriately.
Inappropriate gestures. This is really nice. I'm not going to say her name. Laura. She's walking by, and Matt does his little special thing. I guess he does something from back when he was in college, but he goes, eh. Again, not a big deal in most cases, but you don't do it to your gentleman. It's not really an option to do that to your boss's boss. It's his boss.
I used to wear throwback jerseys with regularity and generally present myself as a slob.
Over in P2, it's a really dark studio. He was in there looking at internet porn, and the cleaning crew found that, caught him doing it, and he like tried to argue his way out of it, saying, man, no, they reported him.
You might say that for most of my life I was an obese man trapped in a fat man's body.
And this was actually from November, so it's a little while ago. I understand a little sophomore joke, having a little fun, and pulling your pants down to make a photocopy of your butt. I think everybody's done it. I did it. I've done it recently. But I got 9 complaints from every different level, from the cleaning crew on up to the building, the people that run the building we're in. And he did the photocopy of his and decided to defecate while it was woo, woo, woo. So he made it where it was like a flip cartoon of the, you know, when you flip through it, you could see it spreading, and it looked like it was growing. And absolutely the most vile thing I've ever seen. You know, the cleaning crew's freaking out. We try to get it clean, but everybody in the office knows about it. It was a big ordeal. And people are like, that's the one he, you know. So we had to get rid of the, you know, $4,000 Xerox P214 copying machine that we had to get rid of because dumb on it. As I stated in the beginning, though, you take the good with the bad, and he's unreplaceable, and that's probably the problem, is the fact that he's unreplaceable. He's great on the air. Other than that, he's a complete and total bag.
And forget all the stuff that I do, and everything I was doing around here, scheduling people and that type of thing, and then they have the audacity to not even ask me if I want to be sports director. Not that I give a I just want to get paid. But, I mean, you know, you could at least have, it's not like I don't do
around in there. We've got work to do. Get your ass in here.
What is it?
That would be my producer, Andrew the Wolfgang Hubenek.
Yeah, Matt Jackson.
They cannot let this team just
He's a friend, acquaintance.
them and play with more energy.
He's just a talk show host. I produce his show. I don't really know anything about him.
I call him Wolfgang. It pisses him off, but it's his own fault. When he first came on with me, this was back at the beginning when I was doing 7 to 11 p.m. and he just screened phone calls. He was just out of college, needed part-time work, and so that's what he did. And we would eat at Prince's Hamburger Joint every Wednesday night.
You know, I've been producing his show now for a couple of months, so you know, it's all right. He knows some sports. I can tell you one thing: just being around here during the day and watching the guy at work, it's pretty lazy. So doesn't really do much. Kind of sits around, bullshits with anybody, hits on all the promotion girls. No real luck with that, but he hits on them. And you know, my boss rides my butt to get things done, and you know, I get things done. And if Matt's there to help, then it's great. But you know, that's how it goes.
In a losing cause
10 seconds.
where the Bulls missed a ton of shots.
Let's see if this guy actually listens to my cues.
CBS Market Watch coming up next, then we will send it off
I
to the
doubt it.
Rockets and the Bulls. 713-572-4610, 653 on Sports Radio 6.
Essentially, Wolfgang, he told me it's some Catholic thing. He was Catholic confirmation deal, and he had to pick out a saint. And he went through this whole list of saints or something like that, and he found some real obscure saint, some Ichabod or some crap like that. And his mom's like, no, you're not using this, da-da-da-da-da. She says, you can pick any other saint you want, but you can't be this one. So he found some other obscure saint, Saint Wolfgang, and so I thought that was kind of pretty funny. So from then on, he was just Andrew the Wolfgang Hubenek. Let's see what music I have to play. I love Air Supply. You ever notice the lead singer of Air Supply looks a lot like Herb from WKRP in Cincinnati? I've got $100 that Rich Lorb in the next 5 minutes will say open line conversation. Wow. Can't believe we're paying this guy 6 figures. Incredible. If you were going to keep one of them, you kept the wrong guy.
Here in just a few minutes on the show to let you hear.
Of course, then again, Richie's in bagging the traffic lady.
At which Bonds is allowing himself to be engaged even in this conversation, because I thought
Lately, Matt's been doing this like grown-up thing where he's wearing button-up shirts and he'll put on the worst ties you've ever seen. Swear to God, straight up clip-ons from Walmart, and you can just tell they've got bears and stuff. Oh, they're just so.
You know, I'm on the radio, so it doesn't really matter what I look like. I have a face made for radio. I had the body accordingly that was made for radio.
But he doesn't, and his slacks, and he's been losing weight, and you know, more power to him. That's really good. You know, there's options other than drugs, though. You can't, you know, mix in a jog instead of just starving yourself from staying up doing a little, you know.
I bought my first pair of designer jeans about a month ago. These are Lucky brand, those of you scoring at home.
But he's been doing the whole, look at me, I'm 30 or whatever with his slacks, and it's just goofy and it doesn't work. And what the best part is he really thinks he is hot shit. He really does. God bless him, he really does. But no sooner does he walk out of the room, everybody's like, did you see that shirt?
I got these shoes at Banana Republic.
And the best part about it is he started buying his new wardrobe like 2 months before he got into the blow. And so he's lost all this weight. He spent tons of money on all these clothes from Ross and Marshalls and stuff. And then he loses weight. So he's got all this new dapper outfit. And and he's lost weight, so it's all oversized. Oh, what a complete failure.